Good day to you, Dr. G. My name is Petra Garcia Holm. I am a first grade teacher at Barber Dual Immersion Language in Rockford, Illinois. And this coming school year 2021-2022 is going to be my third year as a teacher. This course, Foundational Studies in Early Childhood and Special Early Childhood Education, is the first course of my master's degree in the same specialty. And the purpose of this video is to answer the following question. Question number 1. What dispositions I possess that make me a successful teacher? What disposition I need to work on to grow as an educator? What are the expectations of a professional in the field of education, and how will I uphold these expectations? Let's start. Regarding the first question about the dispositions that I consider I have, my personal assessment will be organized following the GCU College of Education document related to professional dispositions of learners. This document defines dispositions, and I quote, "Dispositions are the values, commitment, and professional ethic that influence behavior towards students, families, and colleagues, and communities, and that affect learning and achievement, motivation, and development, as well as the educator's own professional growth. If sincerely held, these dispositions should lead to actions and patterns of professional conduct. For GCU College of Education students, this disposition flow from the university mission statement as normative Christian values. For me, these dispositions are very important, and I can define them as the eyes of my soul. They see the reality and they guide my actions to influence the world. As a result, I am transformed by my own actions. In a cognitive framework, my dispositions are my metacognition, or the way I see reality. For all of us, early childhood and early childhood special education teachers, your eyes are the image that reflect upon our children's self-concept. Independent how we see them, what do we live in them, they start creating an image of who they are. That effect is like a stone that you throw on a pot and do these circles, ripples the water, and that takes me to another image, because we not only transform or affect our children, but they start influencing their concentric circles of influence, starting by your parents, the community of educators, the school system, the society, and finally the world. The list of personal disposition is a guide for me to examine yourself in order for you to search who you are as a teacher, and how will you improve, or how you can find yourself again if you ever get lost. For the sake of this video and the time allowed for it, I will just mention each disposition. They are high expectations, respect for the diversity of others, fairness, professional conduct, reflection, curiosity, honesty, compassion, advocacy, and dedication. All the dispositions are equally important to me, but one sentence in the description of dedication as a disposition strikes me like a bolt of lightning, and I quote, "Teaching is a calling of the heart. God put it into the hearts of His own to minister to His children through teaching as well as His word." I read each one of the professional disposition of learning, and I can relate, identify, and reflect myself in each one of them. I can say that I cherish each one of them and that I manifest all of them in my behavior as a teacher and as a person. And this last statement takes me to answer the second question, which is, what disposition I need to work on to grow as a teacher? In order to answer this question, I would say that dispositions are not static attributes. I mean by that, if you are good in some of them, or all of them, you can always be better. Moreover, if you fail, you can always go back to them, searching for a loving mother that allows you to reconnect if you need to. A humble attitude will always be your best advisor to help you to be the best. Finally, question number 3. What are the expectations of a professional in the field of education, and how would you uphold these expectations? After reading all the course material during the previous 3 weeks and this one, my reflection on my ability to uphold the expectation of the profession are based in 3 pillars. Number 1, my first resource to uphold the expectations of a professional in the field of education are my personality characteristic traits that impel me to always be and try to be the best version of myself. Number 2, the second pillar would be my values, embedded in me by my family, especially my mother, who was an inspirational leader for me, for my sisters, for my brothers, for my extended family, for the community, and for the community of educators. She was a teacher. For me, one of the best. Being a teacher now is a way of honor her memory. And number 3, my third pillar, I will rest easily in knowing that I am acquiring the knowledge in this course that has included, until now, code of ethics, professional standards of practice, and relevant law and policy. I would like to conclude now, and I would like to let you know that most of these materials is new to me since my formal academic preparation is in the area of clinical psychology, as well as it is or was my long life experience. My personal commitment is to embrace all that I have learned, to practice it, and to maintain a constant vigilance on my everyday duties, reflecting on them, and have, and not ever lose it, a continuous learning attitude. Thanks, Dr. G, for your attention to my video, and thanks also for being such a good instructor. Please receive my greatest respect for all that you do.